Hello, bro.
Hello, bro.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
How are you doing today?
Very, very fine.
Great game from Liverpool. Amazing matchup from Liverpool today. And it looked like as though they were losing. Then they equalized, and we thought it was going to end that way. Suddenly, Alexander-Arnold had other plans. And Liverpool took the victory, winning 4-3 at Anfield. So Anfield still remains a fortress. So can I get your thoughts on that amazing matchup?
That you just said it all. Anfield remains a fortress. Okay? Yes, you mentioned about Arnold coming in to see. It was more of the Japanese samurai, that's Wataru Endo, coming in to create an impact. And please, we should not also forget that the crowd, they were solidly behind their team. And that is what you don't find in many clubs right now. Okay? See, stop giving me that eye. Leave me alone. Okay? That's why some clubs once you don't find these kind of things in clubs, you find out that your team won't go forward. You need to give these players an extra push. That is why the Anfield has been a place of, you don't just go there to get a win. Okay? Anfield has over the years proven that it is that fortress where dreams are achieved. Forget about Manchester United and their theatre of dreams right now. Okay? Anfield is that place as it stands, and we saw it all happening. And look at the gaffer, look at club showing that hope, showing that resilience. You saw him at the touchline. You find out that he saw it coming. A match that at 83rd minute they were losing, but by 86th minute, within 2 minutes, Liverpool were winning. 2 goals in less than 120 seconds. 2 goals. That's the team we are talking about. And what does this mean right now? For me, it means that Liverpool are a side that are gunning for this title. It might still look somehow to persons out there, but from the records and even from their gamesmanship, from their eyes, if you open their eyes very well, you see a team that knows what they want and they are gunning for that. Take a look from the entire team. Liverpool and Arsenal are the only side that have lost only 1 game in the 14 games that have been played. Okay? And what about goals? They've been pumping goals, pumping more goals than Arsenal. Yes, Arsenal still remains the less conceding side, okay, than any other club. But then, I also think that where Liverpool are having it tough is with Alisson Becker that has been out. Okay, and you can see them conceding goals. Look at today, conceding 3 goals at Anfield. I think, but then, for every club, there is always a weak point. It is now for the gaffers or managers to go out there to capitalize on this weak point, because I don't see Keller as somebody, as in their keeper, I don't see him as somebody that will withhold all this pressure, because they still have a lot. It's still a marathon though, but then what then happens from now to January, it is the business end right now that games are coming in here and there. Will he be able to hold his side? I really do not think so.
All right, so talking about, you said something about weakness. Have you identified any weakness in this Liverpool side?
Well, right now, I think because of their defense have not been doing so well. Look at Arsenal. I always try to call Arsenal. Arsenal have conceded only 11 goals.
Wow.
Even when persons out there are saying that, come on, they don't have a goalkeeper. They have not made up their mind with who will be their permanent goalkeeper because of the Ramsey and Raya thing. But then, you've seen that on paper, they are doing so well. 11 against some other clubs out there. You want me to mention? Like Chelsea. Chelsea are doing 22 goals. 2 times, have conceded 2 times what Arsenal have conceded. Okay? For Manchester United have conceded more goals that they've scored, but not as bad as Chelsea. Manchester United's problem, yes, they are not the ones we are talking about right now. Manchester United's problem is that they can't score goals. Manchester United have scored 16 goals and conceded 17. That's to tell you That's to tell you the turmoil happening at the Old Trafford. And look at it today. Arsenal has won. As in, look at it this weekend. Arsenal won their game. Liverpool has won their game. Chelsea has won their game. Right now, yes, by the end of the day, we should be able to see whether Manchester City have won the game. Then, Manchester United has lost. So, it doesn't really go well. But for Liverpool, great win. And they have been firing. They haven't lost a game at home. Klopp has also shown that he might just still go further to get the Premier League or maybe the Champions League because he has a very good team right now. And also, for the calendar year since Klopp got into Liverpool, since he was contracted to manage Liverpool, he has consistently in a calendar year scored 20 goals. And today also marked it that he has scored 20 goals. They have won 20 times in a calendar year. Big ups to that man out there for coming into the Premier League, rejuvenating a club like Liverpool. Mind you, back in the days, even during the what am I talking about? 20 years ago, aside what happened in 2006 during that Champions League final that they won. But since then, before then, till just about 3 years ago, Liverpool had no guts. They were not biting. For more than 20 years, they couldn't get their hands on the Premier League. But then, Klopp came in and has brought back victory to Anfield. Big ups to them out there.
Nice one. So, going on from there, we see what Liverpool has been doing this season, and we see that it's something that Klopp has I think there's a kind of a charisma he has injected into the club, and it's rubbing off on all the players. So, do you really see Liverpool doing this in the long run?
Yes. Why do I also say that? Because look at their front three. Yes, Nunes did not really have a swear game today, but then you have Mo Salah, the king of Egypt, the mummy of Egypt, down there, the Egyptian mummy, doing the needful. Then you see their midfield, they are fully rejuvenated. Gravenberch is there, Zoboslai is there, and a handful of players. Look at Van Dijk. In fact, Liverpool have what it takes. Is it from the defense down to the midfield, down to the attack? They have that peculiar player that will always come through when needed. Look at Van Dijk. In fact, you aside any other club out there, you find out that Klopp really made those signings that have catapulted his club. Okay? Look at, for instance, somebody like Mo Salah. He has been consistent since he came into Liverpool till date. He has been consistent. Look at Van Dijk. He has been very consistent. Look at Alisson Becker. Fully. See, the Liverpool that we are seeing today might just even beat those records of post-COVID year, as in the 2021 record. It might just have them crumbling down.
So you feel with this type of thing Jurgen Klopp is doing, you feel that other coaches who are coaching other Premier League teams, you feel they can borrow a leaf from what he's doing?
Well, it's not just, borrow a leaf from what he's doing because he has confidence in his club and himself. Okay. But let's not also forget that, I'm always mentioning this, that last season was a tough time for him. But then, just like what happened today, the team, the fans, everybody following their club, giving them the much needed, will I say, courage and encouragement.
Or more or less like push.
Yes. That's what happened to him last season. He had a bad time as a manager, with his records. But then, the club and the team were behind him. Okay? And that is what I think other clubs should come and borrow. Okay? That when a coach is down, you should know that it can happen.
He needs all the encouragement.
Yes. Look at Mikel Arteta. Okay. Look at Mikel Arteta because he was given the time. But then you ask, why didn't they give the time to Emery? And look at what Emery is doing at Aston Villa. Just imagine that Arsenal had waited a bit. Because personally, I still think that Emery is a better coach than Arteta. Yes, but his his game style was just too different, and people were just cursing him. But we can see it. Aston Villa gave him all the free will. Look at what he's doing with an Aston Villa that does not have the quality of squad like Arsenal. Just imagine if he was given a lot more time. That's one thing with clubs and the team. You might just have to give your team or your gaffers, your managers, enough time. And that might also be an advice to Manchester United out there. Okay, they've been throwing so much shades to their manager. I think it's just too much. Even for Onana. Okay, Onana by records, Premier League records, he's been doing well. He's been doing so many saves. He's been saving the balls. But the team on their own, aside Onana, they have not been doing so well. Okay, so it's a season or it's a day of encouraging all clubs and all fans out there. Okay, give your team that hope. Give your team that encouragement, because at the end of the day, go easy.
Wow. So thank you so much. I'm going to draw the curtain at this point. You've mentioned some very useful, and I believe that they are watching and they are going to pick one or two leaves or from advice from what you have just said so far. Thank you so much for joining us at Football Intel.
Thank you.
I look to hear from you next time.
Thank you.
All right.